from ripping off the poor.
You know what? I knew this. I swear to God. Here. Go ahead. Go buy from somewhere else. I knew it.
To physically assaulting the customers just because they don't like their approach.
Really?
How about it? Get the off. Get the off.
What the hell happened to Hardcore Pawn? This show promised to expose the real gritty world of pawning in Detroit. Tough deals, crazy items, and real people. No fake drama, no tricks, just raw business. But here's the thing. What started as a fresh, no-holds-barred look at a family-run pawn shop quickly spiraled into a full-blown soap opera. Fake fights, shady deals, and scandals that'll make your jaw drop. So what went wrong? How did Hardcore Pawn go from a fan favorite to a total disaster? Act 1. The setup. Reality TV was already flooded with pawn shop shows like Pawn Stars, where people sold old coins for big bucks. But then Hardcore Pawn hit True TV in 2010.
In the heart of Detroit's 8 Mile lies the city's biggest and baddest pawn shop.
This gave viewers an inside look at American Jewelry and Loan, a gritty family shop in Detroit run by Les Gold and his kids, Seth and Ashley. It was nothing but raw deals, crazy customers, family drama, and a shop where anything could go down.
Pawn business, it's a dangerous business.
The first season mixed heartbreaking moments of people pawning their last possessions with wild, bizarre scenes like Les haggling over a strip pole. It was a fresh, chaotic look at a city that's seen its fair share of struggles over the years. But in a city like Detroit, where people are really hurting, this wasn't just entertainment, it was exploitation. Over time, the show shifted and the cracks started to show. At one point, people ended up questioning, is this show even real? Well, the answer is
No! No! No!
Act 2, the confrontation. Problem number 1, it's all fake. Hardcore Pawn isn't real. The show claimed to show true pawn shop life, but both fans and even workers say it's staged. The crazy deals? They were planned in advance with prices set before filming. But what about the customers? A lot of them are just paid to promote their shop. Not only that, some of them even had previous experience working on staged shows. So all those insane deals you saw on TV, most of them were just setups to reel you in. One worker, Bobby, admitted on TikTok that while some customers were real, the show created storylines to make things juicier. Fights in the shop? Scripted to look wilder than they really were. Remember that episode where a guy's car caught fire in the parking lot?
It's gonna be a big freaking flame, man. That's gonna cut up those power lines.
Fans on Reddit called it fraud, claiming it was staged for drama. And it doesn't stop there. Some say producers even handed out scripts to people walking in. So the real pawn shop you loved? Turns out it was more like a bad movie. But what's worse than fake fights? Problem 2, ripping off the poor. Yeah, Hardcore Pawn was accused of exploiting desperate people. The show thrives on portraying folks down on their luck, pawning their belongings for quick cash.
Why do you want to get rid of it now?
My son's college, my daughter's college,
How much money were you looking for?
$3,000.
A buy price of $2,000.
Fans were furious, claiming the Golds were playing on Detroit's poor. But it gets even worse. Some even argue that the show takes it further, making these desperate folks look angry or crazy for cheap laughs.
My house, right up there.
I'm not going home with you. No thanks.
That's what I thought, bro.
You thought right.
In a city already struggling with financial hardship, is Hardcore Pawn just bullying the weak for the sake of entertainment? And what happens when the cameras capture something truly dark? Well, that brings us to the next shocking allegation. If you're into exposing fake reality shows like this one, make sure you hit subscribe as we've got even bigger scandals coming up. Okay, on to problem number 3, the stolen art scandal. Talking about accusations, here's a juicy one. Hardcore Pawn got caught in a $1 million art mess.
Who owns the paintings?
I do.
Because according to them, they did.
No, I do. And I'm really pissed off.
Tony and Dinah tried to sell paintings worth over $1 million to Les. Now they claimed that Les was their family friend and offered a sweet deal. Sounds cool, right? Well, the real owner called Les just in time, saying the art was stolen. Les almost bought it, but the truth came out. The two were con artists trying to scam the shop. That revelation shocked fans, but some wondered, was this real or just another stage story to boost ratings? Les never faced charges, but the scandal left a bad taste. How could a pro like Les almost fall for it? And why did the show air such a shady deal? Problem number 4. Worker scandals and firings. Okay, surprisingly, it's not just about the owners. The shop's workers aren't exactly squeaky either. Just take Big Joe. You know, the security guard. He was fired on camera in season 6 for stealing gold from the shop. Les caught him red-handed on hidden cameras. Fans were left stunned. How could a trusted longtime guard betray the shop like that? Even though the fans felt bad, some even didn't hesitate to label it as scripted. It doesn't end there. There's also Rich Pyle, the store manager, who's been with the show for 25 years. He was fired in a dramatic episode after a minor dispute with the Gold family.
I told everybody, the next person that up is gonna be fired. You put me in a position that you were the next to go.
Fans were livid, calling the firing unfair. Rich later hinted to the News Herald that his termination was personal, possibly because he was getting too popular with the fans and maybe even outshining the family. This left viewers scratching their heads. Was there more to this than just a workplace disagreement? Fans on Reddit were quick to ask questions. Was there more going on behind the scenes? Was this a real scandal or just another TV trick designed to stir up drama? By 2014, Hardcore Pawn was losing fans fast. Ratings dropped and True TV canceled it in 2015. Why? The network wanted funny shows, not drama, but fans say the show just got too fake. To win people back, the producers doubled down on crazy stuff. More fights, weirder items, and family drama between Les, Seth, and Ashley. The sibling rivalry played up big time, with Ashley and Seth yelling like they hated each other. And fans loved the chaos at first. But then it felt forced, so it didn't work out quite well for the team. However, in the final season, a customer got kicked out for a threat, but fans on Reddit said it looked staged.
Man, watch your get your hand out of my
At my face.
Who the you're talking to, mother?
You ain't supposed to touch me.
Even worse, the show ignored real issues, like the stolen art or worker firings, and kept pushing fake stories. And fans had enough. They stopped watching, and clips on YouTube got more hate than love. One TikTok user in 2023 called it ghetto exploitation. In 2024, the shop got slammed on Reddit for a scam on the Whatnot app. Users said the golds sold fake coins, calling coppers silver and tricking bidders into paying thousands for junk. Fans were actually banned for calling it out. And the post got 52 votes of rage, leaving a question. Is this the end for American Jewelry and Loan, or just another bump in their shady road? But what they did is shocking. They literally banned people for their criticism, which actually affected their reputation as people ultimately got mad at them. The gold shop keeps going, with Les still making deals and new stores opening. But the show, it wasn't doing well, and fans just don't trust it anymore. But new clips keep popping up on TikTok, pulling in young viewers. But guess what? The viewership was dropping massively, and people were actually turning their backs on the show. But what are the 3 lessons reality TV never learned from Hardcore Pawn? It's simple. People love authenticity over artificial things. Exploitation is bad, and fans hold the ultimate power to make a show boom. However, one thing's for certain. The golds have secrets, and they're not telling. If you think Hardcore Pawn actually betrayed the fans, the next show took it to a whole new level. So stay tuned and keep watching for more.